11 years of OLED experience have built up to this. It's the LG OLED Evo G4 powered by the new Alpha 11 AI processor. It's just 24.3mm thin and can support up to 4K 144Hz. It's one of the very best TVs of 2024, and I've partnered with LG to tell you everything you need to know and also compare it to last year's G3 to really see the improvements. Now, before we look at all of the new tech and features of the LG OLED Evo G4, let's compare it to last year's G3. So the LG OLED Evo G3 is already an amazing TV, easily one of the best of 2023, but the G4 takes it even further. The first thing that you'll notice is that although the G3 is bright, the G4 is just brighter. It has brightness booster max and can get up to 150% brighter. The LG OLED Evo G4 also has the new Alpha 11 AI processor, which gives it faster AI performance, improved graphics and processing speeds, and it now also supports up to 144Hz with VRR, so if you connect it to a gaming PC, you can get the smoothest TV gameplay out there. Looking at the picture quality side by side, although the G3 is still amazing, you can see that the G4 maintains even more details, especially in the shadow and highlight areas. Looking at the brightest points of the clouds here, the G4 gives you more detail and definition, and the textures on this rocky mountain are better maintained on the G4. The G4 screen is also less reflective and prevents 99% of light reflections on the screen, making them less intrusive and making the blacks appear even deeper. It really is impressive how much LG have managed to improve what was already one of the best OLED TVs in the market. With the comparison out the way, let's take a closer look at this beautiful machine. It's available in a range of sizes. I have the 65-inch version, but you can also get it in a smaller 55-inch or a larger 77-inch, an 83-inch, as well as a massive 97-inch version. You can either get the wall mount version or the stand version for the 55 and 65-inch like I have here. And as I am in a rented office space and covering different TVs all the time, I had to go with the stand version, which looks super slick and minimal. But personally, I would recommend wall mounting this because being just around 24.3mm thin and with LG's zero gap wall mount, you'll be able to get it pretty much flush against the wall and it will seamlessly fit into your space. Now let's talk about this stunning display. The bezels are tiny, so you really get the maximum display size, but most importantly, it has LG's OLED technology. So unlike LCD TVs, OLED TVs do not need a backlight, and each pixel is self-lit, which gives you infinite contrast, the deepest blacks, vibrant colors, and there is no blooming or backlight bleed, which you might find on non-OLED TVs. And LG's 11 years of expertise with OLED TVs really shows here. Everything is sharp, crystal clear, with 100% color fidelity and volume. It has Dolby Vision, HDR10 and HLG support, and it has exceptional viewing angles. I haven't noticed any major loss in sharpness, brightness or clarity, even when watching it off to the side. As we saw earlier, we have Brightness Booster Max, which is an improved light boosting algorithm and light control architecture, and can turn up the brightness by 150%, making this one of the brightest OLED TVs you can buy. And for your peace of mind, LG include OLED Care Plus, so the panel is covered by a 5-year warranty, so you're not going to have to worry about burn-in or anything like that. The LG OLED Evo G4 is powered by the new Alpha 11 AI processor, which we mentioned earlier, and this is the brains of the TV and packs 11 years of expertise into one chipset. The new chipset is dedicated to OLED and redefines the experience through deep learning, graphics and speed. Just to put this into perspective, compared to a conventional TV with the Alpha 5 AI processor, you have up to 6.7 times faster AI performance, 7.7 times improved graphics, and 2.8 times faster processing speeds. The Alpha AI processor makes everything super snappy and responsive, and it has AI tech that senses what you're watching to select the best picture and sound settings for you. AI super upscaling is ideal for when you're watching content which isn't 4K. It works by recognizing the content and applies AI noise reduction and AI super resolution to give you the best picture possible. And we also have AI director processing, which preserves the color grading and mood that the director intended. The AI features are not only limited to the visuals and also apply to the audio. So the LG OLED Evo G4 has 4.2 channel 60-watt bottom firing speakers that support Dolby Atmos and sound amazing for built-in speakers. And with AI Sound Pro, you can hear every detail of the soundscape, and AI acoustic tuning will find the optimal audio that fits your space. There's virtual 11.1.2 channel surround, giving you an immersive feel of sound. AI voice remastering helps enhance voices through all the backdrop noise. Dynamic Sound Booster uses AI to give your sound a boost, and adaptive sound control balances the audio to the genre in real time for rich clarity. Now, as always, as good as the built-in speakers are, if you really want the best listening experience, you'll want to pair the LG OLED Evo G4 with an LG soundbar. The LG soundbar USG10TY is a perfect companion to the G4, and it fits flat against the wall to give you a clean and cohesive look. And once paired, you can access LG's WOW interface for simple soundbar control, WOW Orchestra for perfect synergy between the soundbar and the G4, and Wowcast for a Wi-Fi setup. Let's now take a look at the ports around the back, which are split into two sections. At the right, we have a common interface slot, one USB-A port, two HDMI 2.1 ports, one of which has eARC. So if you have a wired soundbar, you'll want to connect it to this. And at the bottom, we have an antenna and satellite in, optical digital audio out, a LAN port, two more HDMI 2.1 ports, and two more USB-A ports. The LG OLED Evo G4 is also the ideal TV for gaming. With a total of 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, you can connect multiple gaming consoles and experience 4K 120 frames a second gaming on all of them. And we have support for AMD FreeSync Premium. There's G-Sync compatibility, 144 Hz mode, and VRR built in. So if you have a powerful enough gaming PC, you can game at up to 144 frames a second. And because this is an LG TV, it comes with the LG Game Optimizer and dashboard, which keeps all of your gaming settings in one easy-to-use menu, and it gives you quick access to your current settings, whether you are gaming on a console or on the cloud. So if you're a casual gamer and don't own a console or gaming PC, you can still game on the LG OLED Evo G4 by connecting a wireless controller and cloud game with services like GeForce Now and Boosteroid. Now, I always say this, but as with all cloud gaming, how well these games play will of course depend on your internet speed. If it's slow, then you might have to stick to a console, but it's great that the cloud gaming option is there if you wish to use it. We have the latest version of LG's WebOS 24, so you have all of your usual streaming apps, Netflix, Amazon Prime, YouTube, etc. And with the App Store, there are a ton of other apps you can find and install. The updated home interface is customized based on your usage, and with My Profile, you can easily create and switch between individual profiles. There are multiple profiles supported, so you can have a profile for each family member, and your recommendations will be specific to you, and you can even add a pin to your profile to keep your watch history private. There's AI Concierge, which understands your preferences based on your voice recognition search history and even recommends keywords depending on your unique user behavior. And we have a new chatbot, which is great to help you solve any issues with a simple conversation and will point you to the correct setting or info. With quick cards, you can easily access different apps which are neatly categorized into one place, and you can hover over these to show you a preview of your recent activity within that card. LG also has the WebOS Renew program, so you can stay up to date with new features and technologies with a total of 4 WebOS updates over 5 years. The LG OLED Evo G4 comes with the Magic Remote. Now, this still has plastic build and hasn't really changed for a few years, and I do prefer the more premium Magic Remote that comes with the M3. But this is a great remote regardless. It has shortcuts to all of your popular streaming apps, a quick voice command button, and my favorite thing is that you can simply point the remote to the TV and instantly go anywhere on the screen. And that's the LG OLED Evo G4. For me, it's easily one of the best, if not the best TV you can buy. With LG's 11 years of OLED experience, you're getting the brightest and most advanced OLED technology out there. For the latest pricing and availability, or to find out more, check out the link in the description. What do you think of the LG OLED Evo G4? Drop me a comment below and let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, do hit that thumbs up button for me, and do consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this. There will be some related videos linked in the cards. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf TV, and I'll see you next time.